Good morning, Miles, Jordan, and Kai. It is Thursday, May 14th, and we're going to be going over lesson 61. Okay? All right. Okay, this is on parallelograms. We're going to be talking about the area of a parallelogram and the angles of parallelogram. In order to be a parallelogram, the opposite sides need to be parallel with each other, okay? These sides are parallel with each other, and these sides are parallel with each other, okay? They don't have to be 90-degree angles. They just need to have their opposite sides parallel. This is a rectangle right here. Okay, this is just a different looking parallelogram, just opposite sides are parallel. Okay. That being said, if it is something other than a rectangle or triangle that does not have a 90-degree angle, remember this symbol right here is telling us that that angle right there is 90 degrees. It's a square angle. Okay. This angle right here is not 90 degrees. Okay, but it is a parallelogram, and in any parallelogram, opposite angles in the parallelogram are going to be equal. So if this angle right here is 60 degrees, that means this angle down here is going to be 60 degrees. Okay? The angles are also supplementary. Okay? That means that two angles that are adjacent to each other, they're right next to each other. It could be this one and this one, or this one and this one. Supplementary means they're going to add up to 180 degrees. So 180 minus 60 would equal 120. That means this angle right here is going to equal 120, which also means that the opposite one, okay, this is also adjacent, is going to also equal 120. Okay, now you just figured out the angles of all four corners. Okay, they gave you one, you figured out all of them. This one obviously means it's 90 degrees, okay? Any angle in a parallelogram that is adjacent, which means next to, are gonna be supplementary, all right? So, we can find out the perimeter and we can find out the area of any parallelogram, okay? We know that this one is, the height is 4, the length is 8, so this one right here, the area is going to be 32, whatever squared. That's, if it's inches, it's 32 inches squared, okay? Now on a parallelogram like this, what they're gonna do is they'll give you the height. This height has to come down and form a right angle, and this one will be, you know, let's just say it was 10 long, it would be, that would be the height. If this was 9 length right here, the base would be 9 times 10, which would be 90, okay? And it might be centimeters, it might be inches, but it's always gonna be, the area is going to be in, is going to be squared, okay? Now, in this one, going back to this one right here, what's the perimeter of this figure? Well, the opposite length on a parallelogram is going to be equal to the other one. This 8 is going to be an 8, this 4 over here will be a 4. Now you can figure out the perimeter, okay? If you're going to this one back here, you can do the same thing, okay? You can do the same thing. Let's say this one was 7 and this one was 3. Okay, the opposite one is going to be 7. The opposite one of this one's going to be 3. Now you can figure out the perimeter of it as well. Okay, they had one more figure I'm going to go over. With the tip. Okay, they had a parallelogram. All right, and they had it split in half, and they had this one equal 90 degrees, and this one over here was 60 degrees, okay? That sign right there means that this part, just this part right here, angle is 90 degrees, okay? Now, if this one is 60, right, and the angles are supplementary, that means this angle plus all of this angle adds up to 180. So this whole angle right here is 120 degrees, right? Now this part of it, right here, I know equals 90, right? I just don't know what that part of it is equal to, but I do. If the whole thing equals 120, I subtract out that 90 degrees right there, that's gonna leave me with 30. So this angle right here, from here to here, is going to equal 30, okay? That also means that this one is going to be 90, and this one's going to be 30, and that also means the opposite one over here is going to be 60. So no matter what the question is asking, you have found the measurements of all the angles that are inside of this parallelogram. You just need to remember those pointers. If you need to watch this video again, rewind it and go back and watch it a couple times if you need to. But I want you to do the practice and do 1 through 30. This will be due on Friday. I'm also going to be giving you a homework assignment over the weekend. Good luck.